The end is indeed near, folks. We're going to go through a whole bunch of information packed into some memes as well as some tweets and stuff like that. We're going to be doing a review. Some things are going to be funny. Some of them are going to be funny because they're so true. Some things are going to hurt just a little bit as we tread on some toes. Let's jump into these memes from Wall Street Silver. Right here. Let's start off right here. The benefits of walking away. Well, it makes bad things disappear very quickly, gives everyone an optimal view of your back, and answers the question, I wonder what would happen if I just walked away. That's a good question for all of us, right? What would happen if we just walked away from this economy? What would happen if we walked away from all the craziness, all the relationships that are just crazy out of whack? I have worked hard all my life so one day I could retire. I just found out that my pension fund has been betting with my retirement. I'm now buying physical silver. Folks, that's what we're seeing across the European Union, as well as particularly in the UK just recently. We found out that that's exactly what they were doing. They were taking people's pension funds and they were betting with them, and they lost. And it was about to bring down the market over in the UK. In the United States, the same kind of thing is happening. These pension funds are gambling in the stock market. They're leveraging up. They're doing things that normal investors should not do, and they're hoping for the best. Is your retirement safe? Is your retirement good? Kathy Barnett says USDA is asking people to register vegetable gardens for a national database. Sorry, I lost my garden in a boating accident. And that's absolutely right. That's the correct answer to that, folks. Whenever the government comes to seize something, make sure that they know that you had an unfortunate boating accident and you lost whatever that is. And so it can't be found anymore. Good word out there. All right, so we have the normal people today who look like aliens in their space suits, but all these conspiracy theorists who are living their lives with smiles on their faces. That's for you to choose which you want to be. Of course, across Wall Street Silver Reddit thread, we are seeing lots and lots of people canceling their PayPal accounts due to PayPal coming out and saying that they're going to start confiscating people's money for saying the things that they don't like. Hopefully, McDonald's doesn't do that and take money out of your account because you say something they don't like. Hopefully, you don't have that same problem with other credit cards or whatever, where they just start docking you. Now, they have walked back, but a lot of people out there are just saying, you know what, I don't want to do business with a business that has that type of perspective about my money, that they can just take my money if I do things that they don't like. My favorite conspiracy theory is that the government cares about you. If you still believe that conspiracy theory, you are a conspiracy nut, because governments around the world have shown themselves to be absolutely perfectly clear for many, many years that they don't care about you at all. And so, you got to watch out for yourselves. Look at that. 2020, driving your car down the street, versus 2022, riding the bus. That's right, folks. That's right. Losing everything you have because bankers and politicians have made choices that impact your life. When are you going to wake up? When is everyone going to wake up? I don't know. Granny always said politicians and bankers be nothing but thieves. Buy silver. And that's the truth, is that if you ask older generations, if you ask generations from pre-World War II, they would think that you're insane for not investing but putting your money in actual physical assets that you control. Back before World War II, it was commonplace for you to stash money, stash coins, stash something tangible that you put your wealth in, because they knew that the government was not, and the banking system was not there for your gain, but for their own. A glimpse into the future of other central banks. The Bank of Japan, BOJ, now owns 67.2% of Japan's 10-year notes. In other words, the money printer is printing money to loan money to the government. and the government owes money to the money printer. It isn't real debt. The system is broken. As you can see there, that's just this year. It went from around 55% up to 67%. And it's going to continue to go up. I saw some other folks saying out there, basically, there were days on the market, sometimes multiple days in a row, where not one single 10-year note in Japan was actually traded. Basically, it's just no one's in the market except for the Bank of Japan. They're the only ones actually buying the government debt because no one else wants to. It's all just fake money. Diesel hits chaos mode in fresh blow for global economy. We're seeing that diesel across the board is in shortage mode, not only in the United States, but around the world. There isn't enough diesel. People don't want you to know this, but there isn't enough diesel, and that is impacting prices. All right, this is a funny one for you. My dog, when he's eating, don't tread on me, every man for himself. Capitalism, yay. My dog, when I'm eating, suddenly a communist. He wants you to share. That's the truth, isn't it? Have you ever tried taking your bowl away from your dog while he's eating and, it gets snarled at? It's like, I'm not trying to starve you. I'm the one who feeds you. The Canadian government and banks withheld funds of individuals that purchased T-shirts to support the Freedom Convoy. They did so without any due legal process or parliamentary oversight. My trust in the Canadian government and the banking system has been completely destroyed. That is why I purchase physical silver. That's another good word of why you want to just opt out of the whole banking system. Hi, I need a wake-up call. 74% of the silver is out of the vault. Since the squeeze has started, basically the move into physical silver, 74% is out of the vaults now. Where's it all going? It's going into people's hands. All right, find you a woman that looks at you like Justin Trudeau's mama looks at Castro. That is not an edited photo, folks. That is Castro on the right, and that is Justin Trudeau's mama. Is that Justin Trudeau's father on the side, on the right? You decide. You decide. I live in a free country. I have all the licenses and permits to prove it. That's right. You have the right to fish if you buy the right to fish. Basically, when you come down to it, we are just renting the rights that we have, which aren't rights at all. If you don't have it, it's not your right. Right? Dad, what are capital gains taxes? You don't have to worry about that this year, son. That's 2022 in a summary, isn't it? With the stock market and everything like that. Everything has gone down. Most people are in the red for the year. What are capital gains taxes? Nope. Look at us. We are the comex now. If you saw the movie, I forget what it's called, where Tom Hanks is the ship captain, and they're taken over by Somali pirates, right? That's what he keeps saying is, look at us, we are the captain now. Look at me, I am the captain now, right? But that's it. Who is the comex? The comex is the one with all the silver. And when you become the bank because you have the assets, they just have debt. They just have debt promised to them. That's what we need to do is we need to make sure that we have the food, we have the silver, we have the gold, we have the assets. Then you are the bank. Most fear is just false evidence appearing real, but certain things are truly scary. Ghosts, not scary. Zombies, not scary. Nuclear apocalypse, maybe a little bit. Central bank digital currency. The little guy is warding it off with a silver coin, kind of like scared of it and warding it off with a silver coin. So they've been watching how much the comex has in the vaults silver wise, and it broke through 40 and went to 38 in just one day. So the question is, will it be down to 37 million ounces today. It's heading to zero, and that's mind-blowing. It's midnight, and you're just now buying silver. Well, the vaults are under 40 million. Yep. Where's all that silver going? It's going into people's hands. And honestly, rich people are also pulling out a lot of silver out of the vaults as well. So that's what's happening there too. All right, wisdom from the Vice President of the United States. Gas prices are high due to gas prices not being as low as before. To get back to lower prices, we have to acknowledge gas is high, which is the opposite of low. Thank you for that wisdom. Okay. So let's look at what comex is actually looking at right now. Comex has registered silver dropped to 38.8 million ounces, the lowest level since 2017. The vault totals are lowest level since 2019. So inside the comex, there are the registered silver, and that is what can be used for futures deliveries. There's eligible, so that it's not ready for delivery, but it can be moved over, but it's held by private parties. So they could move it over, but will they? Or, do they really want to sell it at paper prices right now, or do they think it's more valuable? And so total vault values there, and the open interest of contracts out there. And those are 5,000 ounces each. So open interest is now over double all the vaulted silver. So they're selling paper contracts that are twice as much silver as are in their vaults, and 17.5 times more than the registered silver. That is just recipe for a bank run. And people are out there trying to get their silver back, and they're using those contracts to actually empty out the vaults of silver. This is what the rich people doing, and the banks are doing. You and I can't do that because we can't come up with that much money to do that. And also, there's a bunch of hoops that you have to jump through. You have to actually take physical delivery at a repository, and there's a whole bunch of things to go through with that. They don't want you taking delivery, so only big banks and rich people are actually doing that, but they are increasingly doing that. All right, folks, that is the Wall Street meme review. Thanks so much for the folks over there. Believe in what they're doing, trying to get back to sound money. This isn't sponsored or anything like that from them. Just I'm a believer in what they're saying over there. They're talking straight numbers, and they're fighting against a corrupt banking system. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video, it's on the screen right now. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Steve Poplar, out.